What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane back again with another amazing All-American video. And in this video, I'm breaking down what we can expect from Olivia in season 4. All right, y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. This is the video that I really did not want to do, but I knew I had to do. And that's only because Olivia, I think, is the biggest wild card. While I have my hopes for what I want to see Olivia do or have happen, you never really know with Olivia. And I think specifically with the writing for Olivia, like, I don't know about y'all, but season 3, they completely caught me off guard with where they took Olivia's story and how she showed up all up and through Crenshaw and Beverly Hills. So please take this video with a grain of salt. These are my thoughts. These are my opinions that I have a right to. If you disagree, cool, keep it cute and respectful. And also use your platform to say what your thoughts are on your platform. Okay? But I am going to take a stab at saying what I think we can expect from Olivia in season 4 because I'm doing it with all the other main characters and Olivia is a main character. And I do think that we are positioned for them to have a really powerful season 4, specifically like Olivia and a lot of her familial relationships. If you missed it, I broke down episodes 1 and 2 synopsis because they have been released. So, you know, with those videos, I will read the full synopsis and tell you what I think the words mean and what we will see based on that. It's not really any spoilers because the synopsis is available for you to read at any point anywhere. I am now posting all the synopses on ericavane.com, so please be sure to check out ericavane.com for more updates in the moment of like what's happening with the storylines, but also what's happening behind the scenes with production, with the stars of it. ericavane.com is there to support a lot of our Black and brown creatives operating in the space of film and television, and we're working on covering more stories than just the breakdowns of the shows, but actually the stars behind them and really helping to support and raise celebrity profile in that way. So again, be sure to, of course you're already subscribed, but if you're not, you're gonna hit that subscribe button real quietly and cute. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, dude. I see you. Hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notifications on, but then also go over to ericavane.com. Be sure to get on my email list so that you know about any of the events and new posts and exciting things that we have going on there. And then be sure to check ericavane.com regularly for more up-to-date entertainment news. Okay, so Olivia Baker, Miss Olivia Baker, who got her man at the end of season 3. What can we expect from her? What do we want from her? What do I want from her? I want Olivia to relax. I want Olivia to slow down. I want Olivia to take this time, the rest of her senior year, and really enjoy being a teenager, enjoy her new relationship, her new teenage relationship. I want her to dial it back a bit. I want her to continue to focus on her sobriety. I want her to flesh out more of the things that she loves and enjoys and brings her peace and, you know, brings her excitement outside of like other people. So like I would love to see more of her art. I would love to see her channeling her activism in a more positive and sustainable way. Yeah, I would love to see all of those things in season 4 from her, in addition to seeing her and Spencer operate in a healthy, consistent, supportive, loving, and inspirational relationship. Like that is like goals. If they could give me that with Olivia this season, they would not hear me say anything else. Like I wouldn't worry about Olivia at all if we got that. But y'all, I don't know if we're going to get that. I definitely think with this being a drama show, they're going to still lean into some drama with Olivia. I just don't know where it's going to manifest. Now, I did, again, the synopsis for episode 2, and in that synopsis breakdown, I talk about how they mentioned that Olivia has a problem with Billy having his problems with Spencer. So we can see Olivia potentially taking up the mantle and having beef with Billy and moving like she's going to protect her man and she's going to move with her man and kind of like insert herself into the tension and beef that's actually happening. Well, actually, I don't even want to call it beef between Billy and Spencer because beef is two-sided. Spencer has no problem with Billy. Billy has a problem with Spencer. A dumbass problem with Spencer. Excuse my French, y'all, but even the thought of it, like, I really just cannot. I'm ready for season 4, but I'm not ready to see Billy Bean. I'm really just not. Because, sir, get it together. Spencer has been through enough, and your emotional terrorism is not wanted and or needed, sir. Please, keep it moving. But I can definitely see the start of this series, Olivia having smoke. Well, not necessarily smoke. So we know that he's going to find out, Spencer's going to find out about Coop. Everybody's going to find out about Coop the first episode. So that's going to have emotions high already, right? So maybe Olivia is a lot more like calm with Billy than in and she's talking to him about, Coop is going through this, and then I don't know when we're going to find out about Layla, but I think in the first episode. So they're dealing with Layla, and maybe she actually has a conversation with Billy of like let it all go. There's so many other more important things going on right now. You having issues with Spencer about Jordan and practicing is dumb, let it go. And it might be that he doesn't let it go from there, that sends Olivia into a space of like, okay, so I tried to be nice, now I'm going to tell you how you're trash. And honestly, like, even though that's his child, he needs to hear it. And I would much rather have him hear it from her than what we saw with Jordan, because while Jordan was right, y'all, in last season when Jordan read Billy for filth and said I'm basically you, dad, and you taught me to be all this and do all of this, I didn't like it because it gave Jordan an out to continue to be trash. While he was right, Billy did, lay the groundwork for all of that. It gave him an out that I didn't want him to have. Now, Olivia, on the other hand, yes, she has done some things that have been manipulative. Yes, she has done some things where she wasn't holding herself accountable and been, disregarding, disrespectful to her parents. I think that she's in a much better place to check Billy than Jordan is. So I'm all here for whatever smoke and whatever she got to say, especially when it comes to defending Spencer James, because I don't think that Spencer has enough people show up for him the way that he needs. And while we thought that we have seen Spencer vulnerable and in need in previous seasons, I think with the disappearance of Layla and the shooting of Coop, this will be the most vulnerable and in need time that we will have seen Spencer in. I'm just gonna say it. And I'm all here for Olivia being one of the people to champion. Like, what you're not gonna do is continue to break down my man, especially while all this is going on. And he has done nothing but be good to you. He has brought you acclaim. He's gotten you multiple jobs. He's helped you keep your job, because you was about to be out at Beverly if he didn't win this championship for you. So what you're not gonna do is bite the hand that feeds you. And low key, like, Olivia would never say this, but Spencer's out here raising Olivia and Jordan too. So what you're not gonna do is bite the hand that feeds you. And I'm all here for Olivia having that smoke. And honestly, if we spend a good amount of time with Olivia and Billy's relationship being strained because of this, I wouldn't be mad. If that's the drama that they're gonna give me from Olivia this season, I am all here for it. I'm gonna be on sis side and I'm gonna ride with her. If she's sticking up for Spencer, if she's supporting Spencer is supporting her in her sobriety journey as best that he can with all he has going on emotionally, and they have not really any qualms in reference to them interpersonally, but they're like dealing with the outside world, I'm all here for them going to battle with the outside world, starting with Billy Baker. I'm all here for it. And I could totally see that happening. Now, I don't think that we're going to see any strifes or anything with Olivia and Laura moving forward. We had that big moment where she stole the body cam footage last season, and that really put a strain on their relationship, and they are recovering from that. I think Olivia is being mindful of that and is very precious with that. So it will be kind of hard for her to navigate the smoke that she has for Billy while also still keeping it respectful with Laura, because we know that Laura and Billy remarried last season. So I can imagine that Laura is going to be like, well, Billy. Well, no, actually, Laura has rode for Spencer from day one. So you guess what? Laura's going to have smoke for Billy Bean's ass too. And I'm all here for it. So yeah, Laura and Olivia are going to be great. I mentioned this in my What to Expect from Jordan Baker video, but I would love to see Jordan and Olivia drop into their siblingship more and become closer and really, really, really become best friends. I know Spencer's your best friend, Olivia. However, sis, you're going to need more than just him. And I think that building out a friendship and trust and a deeper love with Jordan would be beneficial to the both of them. We see Jordan be his best self with Simone. Now, we know that there's going to be some things with that, and she's going to go to a new school and they're going to be in a long distance relationship. So he's going to also need someone else to ground him and help him push to be a better person. And I think that if him and Olivia strengthen their relationship more and he starts to internalize the expectation of him being better, the same way that he internalizes Simone expects Jordan to be better. That's why Jordan is better around Simone. If he could do the same thing with Olivia, because Olivia expects him to be better and he values Olivia's opinions and thoughts that much, I think that we could also see her help, or their relationship getting stronger, help usher Jordan into a great place of evolution. And then also it would just give Olivia another person to have support with, because yes, she does have Spencer, but now that they're in a relationship, they're also still two individuals in a relationship, and as things come up specifically between each other, each of them are going to need people to be able to bounce things off of, or to be able to help them through and see and better see themselves within their union. So I think that us seeing Olivia and Jordan become closer in season 4 could totally happen. Also, what I think we're going to see in season 4 is us get a definitive path set for Olivia, because it's not really clear. At the end of season 3, it's not clear of like where she wants to go to school, what she wants to study if she goes to school, if she does have a plan for the future. Like Olivia's kind of like flying by the flying by the seat of her pants throughout season 3, and like just making it day by day. And I think part of like her sobriety journey and for recovery is actually making plans for the future. So I would love to see her make plans and want to do more versus just living and reacting in the moment. At first I thought that we were probably going to see Spencer and Olivia break up within the first half of the season, because I'm really still a little shaky on the whole, like, yes, I do at this moment believe that Olivia is endgame, but this is not the end of the series. I think that we're going to get a very early green light for season 5 of All American this season. If All American goes for 7 seasons, I don't imagine them keeping them together in seasons 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? So that is what is the logic behind me. Like, well, if they brought them together this soon, we might actually see them struggle a bit and then break up and then maybe reunite towards the end, because endgame means what? The end. But I actually do feel like now, specifically after reading the synopsis for episode 2, I do, and we're going to have 22 episodes this season, so it's plenty of space for them to explore tons of stories and go a little bit deeper. I do think that we might see Olivia make it through the first half of this season and really again focus on the external issues and like fighting those together, facing those together, supporting each other through those things versus having any kind of real drama or tension within their relationship. All right, so that is my full breakdown of what I think or what I expect to see from Olivia Baker in season 4. I'm actually glad that I did this video. Now that I didn't verbalize all of this, let me know what you expect from Olivia in season 4 in the comment section down below. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I'm Erica Vane and I post a ton of All American content. I really love this series so very much. So on any given day, I am talking about every single thing you could possibly think about with it. I also take requests and answer questions, so follow me on your favorite social media site and send me a DM or send me a message or post a comment on a tweet or a photo on Instagram or a TikTok, because I definitely do respond similar to how I try to respond to every comment here. And let's keep this all-American conversation going. Season 4 will premiere on October 25th, and I'm actually working on an after show as well. So if you would like to be featured in the after show, I'm thinking about figuring out a way that I can kind of like talk to y'all after the show. So like maybe going live and then y'all can like get on and tell me how you felt about the episode, ask me any questions, or we can just dialogue about specific points. Then drop that in the comment section down below, and then I'm also going to put out a link to an email list that you can get on so that we can give you more information to prepare for the after show. It's your girl Erica Vane. Go ahead and watch my What to Expect from Spencer James video next. It's linked for you right here. See you in the next one. Bye.